Buhari's government under pressure as United Nations demands explanation over illegal rendition and detention of Nnamdi Kanu. Hello everyone, welcome back to our channel. My greetings to you all depending from where you are watching from. Yeah, my people, this is a good news for the Biafrans, Nnamdi Kanu and the indigenous people of Biafra, as the United Nations queries the Nigerian government since they have refused to give their leader, Nnamdi Kanu, a fair hearing in court. Instead, they are justifying him with count charges with treason, when we know for sure that they have evil plots against Nnamdi Kanu. Now, before I start with the news, for just watching it for the first time, or have been watching without subscribing, please do us a favor by hitting on the red subscribe button down below to subscribe. That will notify you whenever we drop a new video. Now, the news of it. The United Nations has demanded an explanation on the alleged adoption, torture, and detention of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu, from Kenya and Nigerian government. It was gathered that the United Nations received information on allegations of enforced disappearance, arbitrary detention, torture, and ill treatment of Nnamdi Kanu by Kenya security officials, as well as his illegal rendition to Nigeria to face trial for terrorism-related charges. Nnamdi Kanu was arraigned in court in July by the Department of State Security Services, the DSS, after bringing back to the country from Kenya. He was remanded in the custody of the secret police. His case will be coming up in court again in November. The embattled possessionist is facing several charges ranging from terrorism and treasonable felony. The latter carries the death penalty. A statement by the United Nations reads, "While we do not prejudge the accuracy of these allegations, we would like to express our concern in relation to the enforced disappearance of Nnamdi Kanu from June 19, 2021, until his reappearance at Nigerian Federal High Court in Abuja on June 29, 2021, and his reported illegal rendition from Nairobi to Abuja without judicial process." A statement from the United Nations read. The United Nations also pointed out that the alleged torture and ill treatment of Nnamdi Kanu as alarming, saying this constitutes a violation of fundamental human rights. "We are further alarmed by the alleged torture and ill treatment Mr. Kanu has been subjected to during his detention by the Department of State Services DSS in Nigeria. If confirmed, these allegations will constitute prima facie violations of fundamental human rights, including the right not to be arbitrarily deprived of liberty, and this absolute and non-derogable prohibition of torture and other ill treatment under the Internal Covenant of Political and Civil Rights." The Committee Against Torture and the United Nations Human Rights Committee has repeatedly concluded that enforced disappearances may amount to torture and other forms of ill treatment, both with regard to the disappeared and with regard to their family members, due to the anguish and uncertainty concerning the dates and whereabouts of loved ones, as it is our responsibility under the mandate provided to us by the Human Rights Council to seek to clarify all cases brought to our attention. We would be grateful for your observations on the following matters. Any additional information and any comment you may have on the above mentioned allegations. Please provide detailed information on the current state of health of Mr. Kanu and the measures undertaken or foreseen to prevent any irreparable damage to his life and personal integrity, and to ensure that he has access to the medications and medical treatment required by his health conditions. Please provide detailed information on the circumstances in which Mr. Kanu was arrested, forcibly disappeared before being handed over to the Nigerian authorities and transferred from Nairobi to Abuja. Also provide any international arrest warrants that may have been issued against him prior to his arrest. All right, my people, that is it for the news, and that is it from the United Nations as they queries the Nigerian government over the illegal detention of the leader of the indigenous people of Biafra, Nnamdi Kanu. Now, back to the statement, they said that the arrest of Nnamdi Kanu, as what the Nigerian government have said, there was no enough detailed information on his arrest. He was charged with treasonable felony without any allegations against him, when all of these things are crimes against human rights. And in several occasions, the United Nations have seen the report, and they have seen how the Nigerian government are treating innocent citizens with their lawlessness crimes without any further investigation. And if we look at the way Nnamdi Kanu has been criminalized by the Nigerian government, we see that's because they have so much hatred for him. It has been an issue for the Nigerian government for a very long time, since the agitation started. But it is the truth. The government never even wanted to grant Nnamdi Kanu a fair hearing, even for the fact that there is no evidence to justify him. All what they have been saying is just lies they are feeding Nigerians, and it's the truth. And there are so many cases filed against Nnamdi Kanu with no evidence. This to tell you how innocent people are suffering with no offense for years under this administration of Nigeria. And not to even talk about the way they are stopping the people agitating for their freedom. And so far, Biafra has become an idea, a dream, an imagined better place for the Igbo people. But what are they getting in return? The people like Nnamdi Kanu. The Nigerian government have tried so hard from stopping them from agitating. They have created what we call the Igbo problem. But what the Nigerian government don't understand is that so far Nigerians existing today is because some people died and fought for it. And it is quite unfortunate that these freedom fighters that are fighting for it, they have died for it, who have gave up their lives in actualizing the freedom of their people, the voice of the people, the likes of Nnamdi Kanu, Sunday Ade, more popularly known as Sunday Igboho, who is also facing his own trial in Benin Republic. And these agitators are the only people going against the bad governance in the country. They are clamoring for peace in the country, but the Nigerian government have done everything to put them behind the bars with a lot of crimes against them. So if we must be counting all these things the Nigerian government have been doing against innocent people, the United Nations, they have seen it all. There is nothing to say anymore, just to make sure they take action to stop all these lawlessness crimes against humanity done by the Nigerian government to innocent people. And that is why nothing is working and many things have gone wrong. It's only in Nigeria you see that anyone against the bad government is a threat to the country. And that is what the Nigerian government will tell you. So far, Nnamdi Kanu is in the DSS custody. He remains innocent of the whole allegations against him, unless the Nigerian government have an evidence to justify him. But they don't have. That is why they keep adjourning this case. And the people that are supposed to support, the people that are supposed to stand from the truth, they were not given that chance to support Nnamdi Kanu. So enough is enough. If the United Nations must act now, this is the right time for them to go against the bad governance in the country and to look into the situation of Nnamdi Kanu. All right, my people, that is it for the news, and kindly share your thoughts on the comment section below regarding to the way Nnamdi Kanu was being detained and illegally arrested without no crimes against him by the Nigerian government, where we know that they have so much hatred for him. And that is it for you all. I want to thank you for your support on this channel. It's not taken for granted. And please don't forget to subscribe, like and share. And you can as well subscribe to our other YouTube channel for more news updates at Nation's Voice Tower and Glee Info. See you next time till I come your way. Bye. Bye-bye.